Hey everyone, it's Cindy, and I am here today to talk about the forecast for manifestors. I'm not like some astrology buff. I can do a lot of things, but that's one area that I'm still reading the astrology book for dummies. Actually, I read that book a long time ago, and it was actually pretty good if you ever want to know a little bit on astrology. But anyway, I'm not an astrology buff by any means, but I am a manifesting queen. And I read energy pretty dang well. So, I don't know, it came to me today with all the recent energy shifting that we've been doing to do a video on the manifesting energy, and I call it the forecast for manifestors. So, let's see, it is August 11th, and we just finished with Mercury Retrograde, which normally I don't really buy into all that stuff. To be honest, for many, many years, every time I'd hear someone talk about it, I'd just be like, oh, whatever. But it has been a wildly rough ride. And actually, I don't know if it's even been rough. It's been more like the energy has just seemed so standstillish that it's, for someone like me, it could feel like a problem because I'm used to go, get things done. Let's roll. I have goals to make. I have things to do, and just to keep feeling in this lull has been crazy. So a lot of things energetically have been happening. Mercury retrograde finished just, I think, 2 days ago. And so things should start cooking again. But I still feel that lull in the energy. And it's almost like I'm seeing like a very slow whiplash. So if you can imagine, we've been going really slow, and then it stops, and then it's kind of like we've been going, so it's almost like this slow motion whiplash action that's going. So as much as we want to go forward, we still have a little bit of that energy flow not quite flowing with us yet. I really see that this is probably going to happen for maybe I don't know, I'm getting 3 to 4 days, so my angels are consulting with me on this. And really, I'm one that always talks about manifesting with the seasons, manifesting with the natural cycles of our planet. So whether that's manifesting with summer, spring, and all of those different seasons, or whether we are manifesting with the moon cycles, or manifesting with the tides at the ocean, it's always a cycle. And if you can just get in sync with the natural cycles of Mother Earth, that it makes things a lot easier, and you can tap in and know when it's time to slow down, and tap in to know when it's time to get rolling again. So anyway, I just feel like this little bit of a lull still here, and it's actually causing a lot of people to feel a little bit confused, not confused, but just not knowing what to do with business, or the things that they would like to manifest in their lives. And in my other video, we talked about how things have changed so much, so you can't really keep doing things the same way and expecting them to work, because nothing's the same anymore. So you really have to change the way you're doing things. And that was my last video from a few days ago, something about getting clarity with your life, your business, and something else. But anyway, you can look it up. And so that's one thing, having to do things in a different way, but it's a whole different complete thing when everything still feels kind of at that standstill. What the angels told me is that right now, leading up into the next new moon, which is August 17th, really put a lot of thought into really what you want to create in your lives, short term and long term. Because, I'm a big one with manifesting with the seasons, and right now we're in summer. And summer is usually when your manifestations come into fruition. They are flourishing. They're they're taking off, because in the winter you were contemplating and getting clear about what you wanted to create for yourself, and then in summer you start to do some movement, so you're planting those seeds, you're starting to get movement going for your manifestations, taking some steps forward on getting the energy flowing with it. And then in summer it just opens up, and that's the time that you manifest it. So coming up will be fall, which is the time when you give great gratitude for all of the wonderful stuff that happened in the year, and you start to also start to unwind. But the fall time's a great time to kind of reflect and go, wow, I'm really grateful for everything that happened this year. And gratitude is a big part of manifesting. So it's not about, oh, I'm just going to move into gratitude. No, you've got to be very grateful for everything. And actually, every month I make it a habit that at the end of the month, like after the beginning of the new month, I look back at the last month and I really give great gratitude and thanks to the universe, to God, to my angels for the month I had before. And I look at the month as a whole and really look at all the blessings that came in. And, was that a good month? How was that month? And, really give thanks for that, and then give gratitude for the month that I am currently working in. So that's a really good habit to get into. But so the thing is, being that it's summer and things, that's the time for you to start flourishing and your abundance rolling and all of those things that you've been manifesting. Well, it's this new moon is actually it's almost like a bonus energy shift for us, because it's a new moon in Leo. And I don't know that much about astrology, but one thing I know about Leo is Leo always wants to do it big and outdo everything else, and it's always very it's really full of itself. But anyway, we won't go into that. But Leo does it big. Leo likes to be noticed. Leo roars. Leo wants to be noticed. Leo has a lot of big energy. So being that there's this new moon in Leo, Leo's really living this one up. So this, to me, what the angels are telling me is, it's a little bonus thing. If you feel like you haven't manifested everything you wanted into these summer months, that this is going to be like your, not last hooray, but a big hooray for you to really use this energy. Don't let it pass you by, because this is going to be the one that floats you into some additional manifestations for this year. And so what I'm getting is, from now until August 17th, get really clear. Think about your passions and what feels passionate. When you think about doing something, maybe it's for your business or something you want to, what should I do for my business? What could I really do? Really spend some time in contemplation. What is it that lights your fire? Not that you do just to make money, but something that really gets you excited and lights your fire and gets you really motivated and inspired to move with it and create and become successful with it. So this is going to be a very important next week for you. You have 1 week until let's see, this is the 11th. You have 6 days to get clear on this. This isn't playing around. You want to manifest for the rest of this year. This is the time to get busy. And then on the new moon, you really want to make yourself, even if it's just a little homemade ceremony or something you do with yourself, write it down, go outside and look at the new moon and affirm all of your manifestations and feel them, and really, have a talk with your angels and talk to God. Ask Archangel Sandalphon, who is the archangel of making sure your prayers get to God, to take them and give extra power to them, because not only that, he makes sure they get answered. And, do some sort of thing for the new moon where you really set your clear intentions for what it is. And then I get I don't know. I've heard other people say that in September something big's going to happen. I'm not really feeling that myself. I've never felt that, so I don't know. Maybe it's just not for me. Maybe it is for the people who are saying it. But what I'm getting is October into November, these manifestations can really, they're showing me the lotus flower can really open up for you. So October, the later part of the last couple weeks of October going into November, very important time to realize your manifestations that you set for this new moon. So that's the ticket. That's what I've been hearing. And so, when we get into winter, we go back into our time of just really contemplating and setting some new intentions for the next year. But you still have some time for this year, October, November. The other thing that the angels are saying is, remember, nothing's the same, so neither is any of this. So, if something changes in one way, it changes in all ways. That means everything's changing. And with all of this energy that's going into this 2012 thing, even though it's not the end of the Mayan calendar or whatever you believe or don't believe, all I know is there is mass consciousness that of awake people, and I'm getting angel chills, which means they're confirming that there is whole groups of awake people that are really up for change, and they're really looking forward to a huge tangible shift with 2012 going into January, and that the shift will occur, and it will be a big shift of energy, but it's going to be a flow. It's not going to just like shift and then da-da, you're there. It's like it's going to start shifting in, I'm seeing like the beginning of January and then flowing like a big surge of energy shift through March. So if you think time's been going fast now, it's almost like it's going to sweep right through that. And then I'm seeing April like a really good month for a lot of people seeing a lot of their dreams come true. So that being said, you don't only want to prepare for August 17th, but make sure that it flows through for this April fruition time, because that's a little bit earlier than summer. That's actually spring, I think. Yeah. And so, coming into spring, but April's pretty early for unfolding, but it just seems that this big, huge energy curve is going to do that. I'm looking into the future to see how it looks for 2013. The angels are saying it looks pretty good. So anyway, I didn't come on here to go into that. I just wanted to talk about this last half of August, the forecast for the manifestors, forecaster for manifestors, and tell you guys to put some time into this next 6 days to get super clear. Not just like I want to get a car and I want to move. That's all fine, but more, what does your deep heart desire really, really want? And what, when you think about it, really gets you inspired and gets you wanting to move forward? And concentrate on that. Do your little new moon ceremony. It would be great if you could do it with friends, but if not, just go outside to the new moon and have a talk. And make this, work with this Leo new moon. Let's see how loud this and big this Leo can be for us. Got a lot of interesting energy working with this August. So anyway, take advantage of it. And anyway, that's it. I'm running out. I just wanted to do a quick video, and I hope it's been helpful. Subscribe to this channel. If you want to get my updates, like this video, pass it on to your friends, put it on your Facebook wall, and I hope to see you soon. See ya.